Welcome to a new video. There is a new Doors fan game in town, and this one is named The Lost Floors. We are going to break down the trailer and see if it will be worth the hype or not. Yes, I know I might get some comments that I should have done a Paradox breakdown, but I will be doing that soon. But for now, watch the trailer. The teaser starts off in an outdoor area with lightning flashing and a giant hole in the ground with a possibly inevitable fall. Some players open a door that looks like the backdoor entrance door mixed with a mine's sewers door. The players run to the left-hand side where there sits a sewer like the ones we can use to hide in the mines. It cuts down to an abandoned building-esque room that looks like it could fit in the back door, containing many boxes, planks, and other random objects. It cuts to a big drop. It may be the one we saw at the beginning. And we see the player starting to slide on the figure flesh. Then it cuts to a crash landing where the screen turns to a long sewer passageway with bars and a symmetrical array of reddened lights and water flooding the place. You can see some traffic cones here too and a metal shelf in the distance. It cuts to a long turning gross sewer room with piles of seek slime. It cuts to another room, then an electrical puzzle, then a hint of the infected queen grumble. You can see a player climbing up a ladder with a sewer next to it containing rubbish and water below him, and you can see a faint green glow. It cuts to the players running past a different hole as the screen turns to the hole we saw in the beginning. You can also see the sewer hiding spots too. It looks like we are in a backdoor room with an elevator most likely transporting us into the hotel. It cuts to a forest outdoor area like the courtyard, and he is holding a flashlight shining red. They open door 35, then traverse through the forest. It cuts to a hotel room where we open a cabinet. Then it shows them opening doors into more hotel rooms. The hotel looks like it's built in a different way. Then it cuts to a Seek cutscene with an elevator behind in an attic-type environment like the attic subfloor in Doors: The Lost Mines. It cuts to us running with door 74 labeled with a guiding light symbol, showing that this is a main floor, most likely an extension of the hotel. We open door 74 into a backdoor-type room with a pit that we need to cross. We open door 77 into a room with 3 windows, the middle illuminated by guiding light, most likely representing the right path. The other 2 have a red light, most likely representing that they have been manipulated by Seek towards your demise. It cuts to another room with one of those ski lifts machines which we hop into. We ride the wire through the forest whilst being guided to safety. It cuts, we pull up to a lodge-looking area, but it has an elevator, most likely transporting us down to the main hotel. It cuts and we are in a facility room with lots of stairs and pipes as well as other bits and bobs. It cuts to another facility room, like one that could be in the foundation. There is a yellow glow, but it is most likely not curious light as it is being emitted from the lamp. You can also see a puzzle and the infected queen grumble peeking through. This scene looks like a chase, or maybe it's not a Seek chase. They could be running to get there before the door shuts, as you can see a countdown. So instead of Seek chasing, it's time. You can also see an elevator at the end of the hallway. This is the same room we saw earlier, and we can see us climbing up the stairs. We get our first revealance that Figure is in fact going to be a hostile entity towards us in this game. We can also see Figure shredding a player where it looks like the outside of the backdoor entrance in the lobby of Real Doors. We can see its light illuminating the wall. We can see Figure walking through a corridor facility area. His jump scare is the same as in Doors. We see a skeleton mask that could be a player wearing it, or a skeleton entity like a relative of Bob, and we see some debris in the background. Look at guiding light, similar to the mines, and then it cuts off to the Lost Floors logo. This is a really cool trailer. I know it's one of many fan games. but it does have potential. Please keep grinding. And don't cancel this like half of the doors fan games, unless you have to, of course. Laters, Naders.